We're going to make a start with the afternoon, with the final session of the afternoon now. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Jodie and I'm the Director of Strategic Development at English UK. And before I introduce our last very exciting speaker, I just wanted to say a few words and talk to you about the Eddie Byers Fund. Now, hopefully you know about the fund, but if you don't, it was created to transform lives through learning, and it was founded in memory of the late Chief Executive of English UK, Eddie. And he was passionate about the transformative power of education to help aspiring students study English for better employment, education, and community life. So in the first 2 years, we're very proud to have awarded over £15,000 from the fund to help refugees and asylum seekers and gain employment and education and integrate into their communities here in the UK, and also to help projects in Tanzania and Palestine. And I'm pleased that we're going to hear from some of our fund recipients in a moment. The money for the fund has been generously donated by all of you. And also the team at English UK has taken part in 2 challenges, the National and Yorkshire Three Peaks challenges over the last couple of years. The 2019 application round is currently open, and the deadline for applications is the 7th of June. It's any UK registered charities that want to run a project that they wouldn't otherwise be able to run without the support of the fund, with ELT at its core, are welcome to apply. And all the information is on the English UK website. So we do encourage you to pass that information on to any local charities that you may know of to apply to the fund before the 7th of June. So to demonstrate the impact that the fund has already had, we're now going to hear from some of the past recipients. So first we have, if I can make it move forward. Oh, perfect. First we've got Russell from ASHA, who's going to tell us a bit more about this project. Russell?
Good afternoon. My name's Russell Clark, and I'm speaking on behalf of ASHA North Staffordshire, a small charity based in Stoke-on-Trent supporting the needs of local asylum seekers. Stoke-on-Trent has around 900 asylum seekers in the area at any one time. And for the past 7 years, Keele University's TESOL trainees have provided the English language needs of the A2 level students coming to ASHA. However, thanks to the Eddie Byers funding, we're now able to provide basic communication training for asylum seekers with little or no English, because we use the funding to train 5 ASHA volunteers to specialise in teaching A1 level students and to buy materials and equipment to help these teachers work. This year, we've seen an increase in the number of learners at this level, with 71 asylum seekers having received language training from these volunteers. Also, we're now recognised as an English language provider for people not yet eligible for ESOL classes at the local college, with local service providers such as the Red Cross now referring asylum seekers to ASHA. A major impact of the funding is that we're also developing a mobile English language programme aimed at the large number of asylum seekers, particularly women, who are isolated in their homes with little or no chance to develop their communication skills. So we're extremely grateful for the Eddie Byers funding this year, as it's given us a real head start in changing the lives of these highly vulnerable people. And I'd like to finish by thanking everybody very, very much for all their donations. Thank you.
Thank you, Russell. And next we have... Oh, there we go. It's the router over there isn't very receptive. We have Bridie from Asylum Link in Liverpool.
Hi, everybody. I'm Bridie from Liverpool. I am a trustee and a volunteer teacher at Asylum Link. We are a very small charity. We were established in 2001, and we have grown since then. But it's a bit anarchic. So we teach really survival English to people who turn up on our doorstep. They can be from anywhere. Often they don't even know what country they're in. So we just offer some help. And when I first went there, I was told that the curriculum, being a teacher, I wanted to know the curriculum was to make sure everybody was safe, warm, and happy. We decided then that we really did need to teach some English skills as well. So with the help of Eddie Byers, we imposed a bit of a structure because I think we were just teaching everybody the days of the week all the time. So we imposed a structure, we assessed people, we organised people into beginners, intermediate, advanced classes. We equipped 3 rooms. We teach in an old presbytery, so we teach in priests' bedrooms. So now we actually have 3 rooms that look like classrooms. No comment. And we actually have a very simple topic-based curriculum. So we have more of a feel for what we're doing. 25 teachers, and we feel like we're actually a team. We know what we're doing. We know where we're going a little bit now. This year, we've also got some more money from Eddie Byers, and we've developed a film club because we equipped the classrooms. We have these wonderful projectors, so we've now got a film club running every week, and all the English skills that we're getting through that, you will obviously know. Next week, we're taking a women's group with their children to see Aladdin. Most of them have never been to the cinema before. And the last thing that we're doing, which is, you can see here, we have a walk and talk project. We take people out into the community. Our big thing is integration. So over the last year, we've taken people out to Chester, the Lakes, Wales, Syrian Night at the theatre, and this really develops people's confidence. It's motivational. One final thing, did a walk along Hope Street, anybody who knows Liverpool, just a walk along from one cathedral through past the theatres, the Philharmonic Hall, to the other theatre, and then we sat down and we had a cup of tea in the sunshine. Everybody ordered their cake in their best English. And Rashid, a young lad from Sudan, said to me, "Bridie, this is what normal people do, isn't it?" And that's what you've enabled. So thank you very much indeed.
Thank you, Bridie. And next we've got Nick from Hands Up Project Palestine.
Thank you very much. My name's Nick Bilborough, and I'm the founder and coordinator of the Hands Up Project. The Hands Up Project is an educational charity that works with Palestinian children. It works with around 500 children a week, mostly in Gaza, also in the West Bank, and we also work with Syrian children in Zaatari refugee camp in Jordan. And we connect those children to our team of volunteers around the world to do online storytelling, drama activities, and language learning games. And in 2017, we launched a playwriting competition for Palestinian children. Sorry, I'm trying to talk too quickly, that's why I'm losing my voice. The task was to create a 5-minute play in English, and they had to send us the script and they had to send us a video of them performing the play. We had 88 entries for that competition, and the winners of the competition, we managed to secure some money to bring them to the UK, and they performed their play at our conference at Westminster University, and they also performed alongside Mark Thomas, the comedian, in theatre in East London. 30 of the plays were published in this book, Toothbrush and Other Plays, and we were lucky enough to be shortlisted for a British Council Elton Award for this project. So on the strength of that interest that there is in drama in Gaza and in Palestine as a whole, we decided to offer some drama club leader training courses for teachers in Palestine, because we wanted to set up drama clubs because we thought it was a fantastic way for children to learn a language. So thank you very much to Eddie Byers Fund, who donated the money that we could run drama club leader training for 100 teachers all over Palestine. Those drama clubs are now very well established, and this year for our competition we had 180 entries, and we'll be making a new book of those plays which will be donated to the children who have a play in the book. And these plays are being performed by learners of English all around the world. If anyone's interested in buying a copy, they're 10 quid, and I've got a few in my bag. Thank you very much.
And next we've got Janet from the Tanzania Development Trust.
Hi, so I'm Janet. I'm an ex-English teacher, but for the last 6 years I've been volunteering full-time for Tanzania Development Trust, which is an entirely volunteer-run charity that's been supporting grassroots organisations and schools in rural Tanzania for 43 years. So some of the schools that we support have many, many issues. Generally, they don't have water, they don't have electricity, they have very few books. But one of the major issues that they also have on top of that is that in Tanzania, the primary school curriculum is taught in Swahili and the secondary school is taught in English. So when people come to secondary school, there's a sudden switch and they find it very, very difficult to access the curriculum. So our grant from Eddie Byers actually allowed us to have a course for 3 months for 4 of the government secondary schools that we support that allowed them to teach the children before they arrived during their very long summer holiday so that they were able to access the curriculum much, much better when they finally started at the beginning of their secondary school time. And it also allowed us to set up English clubs in those 4 schools so that they could carry on speaking English. So we would not have been able to do this at all without Eddie Byers funding, so I'm really, really grateful. Thank you. And so over 380 children really benefited from that. They've commented that they can now understand English much better than they could previously, and they have a much better chance of fulfilling their ambitions to become doctors, teachers, engineers, etc. So they all thank you very much for your generosity. Thank you.
Thanks, Janet. Linda from Oasis English in Ipswich couldn't be with us today, but this is a project, a language school in Ipswich, and they used the grant to upgrade all of their teaching materials so that they could better help refugees in Ipswich integrate into the local community. Thank you to our recipients for coming to share their experiences with us. I hope you all feel very inspired and warm inside and very proud as well as we do at English UK, because this fund really belongs to all of you, and we couldn't have helped these projects without your generosity, but we want to do more. And we feel that the fund goes to the heart of English UK's charitable aim of advancing the education of international students in the English language. And so we have an aim for the future of raising the profile of the fund so that more of you and more people know about it, increasing the amount of money in the fund and the level of funding available, ensuring the future sustainability of the fund, and increasing the number of applications to it. So what we are going to be doing in the next year or so is we will be adding a donation page to your annual student data submission form, encouraging you all to make regular donation to the fund, which will be added on to your member subscription invoice, making it as easy as possible for you to make an optional donation. For those members who want to be more closely involved with the fund, you will have the option of becoming part of a corporate charity partner programme. And this may be those of you who are interested in making the fund your charity of the year. You might be interested in funding a specific project or building brand awareness around sponsorship or demonstrating your own brand vision or purpose through cause-related marketing. So you'll have that opportunity to be more involved. And we also have our regular kind of community, smaller scale fundraising activities. We've got around Refugee Week, which is next month, 17th to the 23rd of June. We'll be sharing with you a downloadable fundraising activities pack that you can share with your social activities organizer, so that your students can help to mark Refugee Week and hopefully raise some money for the Eddie Byers Fund. We, of course, have our pub quiz Tom has told you all about tonight, and we do hope you'll join us there. And lastly, you may have seen in the programme that we are planning another challenge, but this time you're all invited to join us. This challenge we're organising together with an organisation called Action Challenge, and we'll be walking around the Isle of Wight, 106 kilometres over 2 days, in the early May bank holiday 2020. So you have lots of time to fundraise and to train. You can enter as an individual or as a team. The fund will pay half your registration fee in return for you meeting a minimum fundraising target. It will be great fun. We'll have it's spectacular, I'm told. The coastal path around the Isle of Wight. We'll be camping at the midway point. And so in a year's time, for just £99 and a minimum fundraising target met of £299, you could be walking around the Isle of Wight with us and with everyone, with all of your industry friends and colleagues. And what's not to love about that idea? So I do hope you'll be signing up.